Well, we're just up at the French Rooms Cultural Center up here, and where we saw a good video. It says French Rooms Cultural Center, and now we're coming over to this little jobby here, and there's like something over there. Nobody really knows what that is, but and this is Maritime Archaic Cemeteries. Oh, something about cemeteries here, although I don't see anything that resembles a cemetery here, but that's a moss growing on there. Port of Choix, Port of Choix, Port of Choix, that's where we are, Port of Choix. Sacred place, chose a spot to bury their dead, and maybe that was like a ceremonial thing there for where they buried their dead. Maybe they're buried underneath it here, I don't know, but this is a real chunk of rock here, my friends. Yeah, this is a good chunk here. Yep. Anyway, we gotta head back to our bus here. All right, going back up here. Bread in the oven there. Look at that. It's in there too.
Yes.
Yeah,
just put it in. It normally takes around 5-6 minutes.
5-6 minutes, and it'll be coming out here. It'll be fresh, hot bread.
Wood, sir. Wood. We fire it up like 10 in the morning.
Wow.
Build the opening there with wood.
And how long does it take for it to cook?
Oh, it takes like 5 to 10.
I don't see an opening. Where do you put the wood at?
Right in the opening, right here.
Oh. Oh, and then it gets hot, and then you clear the wood out, and the heat stays. Okay, I got you now. All right, thank you.
Process like 10 in the morning. We fire up the bread oven. It's continuously burning until around 5 minutes to 2. It takes all the ashes and the coals out. And then we bake the bread with the heat to break in the rock. And then we serve it inside.
This is where we're at here, yep, in Newfoundland. Okay. Let's go inside here, see what we got here. The oven in here. We got an opening in here. We got all kinds of stuff in here. All the tables. Got all the bread here. The one that's just done. Still warm, heat coming up off of that there. Looks pretty good. So, and these are all of the bakers here. We have Karen, Erica, and Angie here. So, and we're all thankful for all their efforts too, because we're going to enjoy this. Well, here's the finished product. We each get 2, although I doubt if I can eat 2 of them. I got my cup of tea here, so we all got 2 of them here at the table.
So the little point here that you see here, that's called pétinant, and that's the original point where they would actually go to salt and dry their pot. Now that is also where the original bread oven was found by the archaeologists as well. So back then the Uri ships used to have bricks in their boats, in the bottom of their boats, and they were for the weights, so they were able to level out the ships. So what they would do is when they would arrive to shore, they would offload, take those bricks out, and those were the heating bricks that they would use back then to build their bread oven. Now, and then the outside of the bread oven, the same similarity to this one, would always be just rocks for the peaches that were used. So then that's how they would manage to cook their food on a daily basis. So the boat that's on the back of the building as well. So I don't know, I don't think everybody got to see, but you can go take a look after. The boat on the back of the building is called a chaloupe. And the chaloupe is what our novices would actually take to go out to sea for fishing. So they would fish, and they would also whale hunt. Now, the fishing, all they had was a jigger hook and a rope. That's all they had back then. So around noonish, when lunch was cooked, the gentleman that was here doing the salting would actually get into the chaloupe, meet the ones that was out to sea to bring their lunch, and also get out all the fish that they would have collected during the day. Now, with that being said, back then, the young novices, so the young boys that's 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, had no choice but to go work then. So if you were taken, you were owned to the ship. So the ship owned you pretty much. So the gentlemen that you see on the wall over here, If you look behind you, those are gentlemen that we do have pictures of that are French descendants that made a life here in Newfoundland, that escaped the boats, never got caught, and made a life here. So the gentleman towards my left here, the very far one where the picture on the wall in the white shirt, his name is Joe Gashler, and in 1903, the evening before that the ship was heading off, he decided that he wanted to try to have a life of freedom. So he knew that the guard on the boat would always have the same routine. He always went down to the lower deck and he would always go fill his pipe. So he waited. And when he did, he took off his boots, went around the railing of the Uri ship, and made his way to the dory boat, which is a little boat on the side of the Uri ship. He untied it, got in it, went off to shore. Now, when he went to shore, Mr. Butt lived there, which was an Englishman that lived here already. And he had wood slabs. Actually, this painting right beside you guys, that is actually a painting from it. Sorry, everybody, I'm just gonna turn that off. But yes, so he ended up escaping, and the painting here is what I was saying. This is painted from a gentleman that's from here. Now, if you see the one where the wooden slabs are, so that's what he did. So when he got to shore, he hid underneath wooden slabs. And shortly after, the captain realized he was missing. So not long after, he remembers hearing them talk, he remembers seeing the boots, but never got caught. So the next morning, he thought, okay, the coast is clear, I'm gonna get out. As he did, Mr. Butt came out of his cabin.
Oh, no.
So he got a fright, and he said, I don't know who got the biggest fright. He says, me or him. I guess they were both pretty shocked. But again, I just always remind everybody, he was frightened of Mr. Butt as well, because he didn't know what he was going to get on his behalf, where he didn't have the right to live here. Now, his ship was gone, but he was still on land.
Well, this is the boat that we're going to look at. It says Begia. It says Begia. It's pretty sturdy here, actually. Quite sturdy here. Good deep. You got your run. Look at these oars. These things are massive. I could just about pick up one of them here. Thing weighs a ton. And they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oars. Man, you have to be a strong man. And they got the name of the boat engraved on there. We're looking at it upside down here. But yeah, look at this here. This is a massive heavy boat. Just think of lugging this thing around here. You gotta get it in there. And here we got the flags. Newfoundland flag and the Canadian flag up top there. There you go. Look at those oars. Massive oars there. Massive. Alright. That's begin. Let's go look at this boat here. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Yeah, like I said, these oars. And the only thing they would have would be a little wooden pin in here somewhere. Well, this boat doesn't have them, but maybe they were in here. Just a pin, like a piece of wood, a dowel sticking out here that you just brace the oar against that dowel and just push. It wasn't like a regular oar lock with a ring. No, it was just a little piece of wood. That was it. So, yeah. Look at that. And you had to sit in here, breaking your back on here and everything, because you got nothing to lean back on except the old wood, and there's all going to be water down at the bottom and everything, and you have to be bailing out and all that stuff. So yeah, look at that here. We're going to look at the shoreline here too, and there's the water. This is our little bun place. We got all the water line here. Yeah, look at this. Very nice area right here. Everybody very peaceful, nice and sunny out today. All right. Well, here's the oven. It's empty right now, but they said in the morning they build a fire in there with wood, get the stone heated up, and then scrape everything out, and the stone stays warm. And here it is, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I put my hand right here. I can feel the heat. I can't put my hand in there any further. That's how much heat is coming off of that it's still warm after all this time. And they got a thermometer, so the bread cooks in there for like 2.5 minutes or something, because it's still hot. Like, feel that heat. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So yeah, that's it. That's the way they did it. They got a cover on the front there to, I guess, keep varmints and hold the heat in and whatever other times of year and everything. So pretty neat.